In this video we're going to look at user accounts. By default you'll have one user account that you use to log into the website. You can see we're logged in here and the user account is shown in the top right hand corner there. If I click on the dashboard to go to the admin area, and you've got users and all users, you can see the users that are in place on the website. You'll find you've got your user account and typically the Simpsons Creative user account, which is normally under Alex and has the email of web@simpsonscreative.co.uk. This means that we can log into the website to help you manage the content and settings and so on, should you need it. You can add new users through the add new option here, with the username, email and password options available to you. You can send a new user an email about their account, but we suggest normally turning this off and then emailing them directly or giving them the details in person. Under role you have several different options. By default we'd suggest giving editor or administrator roles, but make sure you're only giving trusted people access, because they will have full access to the website and will be able to change, update, edit, remove content as they need. So keep these details safe and secure. One useful thing you can do with users, if we switch to the Simpsons site for example, is you can have different user accounts for the blog section. So you could have different usernames and different people could blog but under one website. If you have staff that are specialists in certain areas for example and they've written a blog post, they can have a user account. Even if they don't log in, you could log into their account for them, but you could then assign it to that user and then that blog post is by that author to sort of help the public get to know different members of the team. If we just create a test one here for example, let's just do test at Simpsons Creative. There we go. You can hit generate password if you want to generate the password, or again as we covered in the other video you can add one manually. Just remember you want a nice secure one. You can get them secure by adding more characters, specialized characters and capital letters. We'd suggest that you use a password manager to save these passwords so that you can have a nice secure password without the responsibility of having to remember it. If we make this one an administrator and then press add new user, you can see we've now got a test user on the site here. And if we click edit, you can jump back into the user account and you've got a few more options for adding additional information. You can't see the password, so if you forget or one of your users forgets the password, you can log in with another admin account and hit set new password and reset it, but you can't see the existing one. So if you forget the password to your WordPress account, get in contact with us and we can log in with our admin account and reset the password for you. The other thing you can do under all users is just ask me if I'm sure I want to leave, because we started to change the password but I just want to leave. Is you can actually delete the user. So if we delete test and then confirm deletion, we've now gone back to having a single user account. If the user account has blog posts tied to it, in the same way this one has 3 for example, and you go to delete it, it'll ask you to reassign the content from that user to someone else. So if there's a blog post published by them, you can then reassign it to an existing user.